In dentistry, it has to be patient-centered. You have to do what you do best. And for me, the best thing I can do is be a great dentist. Del Mar Dental Studio, which I founded about 10 years ago. So it was an existing business that I bought from a previous dentist who actually stayed on and worked for us for 9 years after I took over the ownership. We run a very patient-centered dental practice here in Del Mar. We're happy to be serving the community and we love what we do.
Can you explain your practice's total wellness approach to patient care?
Sure, and I run my practice basically like I run myself. So I'm interested in optimizing my own well-being, biohacking myself. What we don't realize is that a lot of sleep disorders show up in the mouth. And I learned about 10 years ago, right when I was moving to California, that I had a sleep disorder. And so I learned how to collaborate with other medical specialties, especially ENTs, neurologists, sleep doctors, and to help make people aware that they might have some issues that are consistent with making their overall health better.
As a business owner, how do you manage all of your specialists?
The simple answer is I don't. I have a great team. You have to do what you do best, and you have to allow people to help you be the best that you can be. And for me, the best thing I can do is be a good dentist or a great dentist. So I specifically have a business manager, I have a scheduling coordinator, and then I have a treatment coordinator. And so they really handle all the logistics. And then I have an amazing team of hygienists and dental assistants.
Are there any special products or services you offer that your competitors may not?
There is a dental appliance that typically is made in plastic. So the acrylic or plastic is really kind of been vilified lately in public because we're worried about microplastics being in our systems and how they can disrupt our hormones and cause all kinds of problems. So we've shifted all of our night guards and dental appliances to nylon to reduce the microplastics that our patients are being exposed to.
How is investing in advanced tech crucial to the growth of your business?
If we're looking to be perceived as on the cutting edge and at the front of our field, then we have to have the latest technology. We need 3D x-rays, we need 3D printers, we want to have CAD/CAM milling machines, digital impression machines. So all those things show your patients that you care about being on the cutting edge, but at the same time, they can perform the job better than what we used to be able to do. So when we take a 3D x-ray, it does 90% of the work for me. I can see everything I need to see. I don't have to guess. So dentistry was a lot of guesswork in the past, but now that we have all this technology, it actually makes my job easier, but don't tell anybody that.
Was there ever a piece of equipment that you took a bigger risk in buying?
It's a nuanced answer because we've had equipment that we bought and it was amazing right away. Other equipment, the return is not immediate, and so certainly there might not be a big ROI, but again, it goes along with the whole philosophy of having this higher level of tech and greater ability to diagnose and treat patients, and they appreciate that.
Of all the equipment your practice uses, which one has really changed the game for you?
Well, for me, it's the 3D x-ray. The ability to see not just the teeth, but the sinuses, the nasal passages, the TMJ. It allows us to diagnose things that we otherwise wouldn't be able to notice. In addition to that, it changes our workflow a little bit. So for instance, if we're placing a dental implant, and there's a question about how much bone is there to allow us to safely place the dental implant. The 3D x-ray allows us to see that definitively, and we can actually plan a virtual surgery on the computer. So we can marry a 3D image of the patient's mouth with the 3D x-ray, and then we use the software to plan those surgeries, and they can be done basically without mishaps that we could potentially have when we're doing it freehand.
How do you balance the burden of finances with also providing top-notch care for patients?
If I feel that there's something that is necessary to treat my patients better, we acquire it. I don't necessarily do cost-benefit ratio or look at my ROI, I just buy it.
What does an aspiring dentist need when opening their own practice?
In order to function in the most advanced way as a dentist, you need to understand everything there is to know about dentistry. And there are many different postgraduate education facilities out there. I've been a part of 3 or 4 of them. That piece is much more important than going out and buying a first piece of equipment or buying that practice. It's extremely important to be competent as a clinician, both with your hands and with your mind before buying that practice. I feel like it takes about 5 years minimum.
Would you say business knowledge is as essential as dental knowledge when it comes to opening a practice?
I think if I have a weak point, it's that. But I have hired good advisors over the years. So either learn about the business side of things or hire someone that can guide you. I'm competing against these large corporations that have tens or hundreds of practices under their belt. When you run a small business, to be able to come up with quick cash to repair whatever equipment is necessary helps us compete in the overall market. If we didn't have the availability to fund, we wouldn't be able to compete with these corporations.